Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to ProTraderPath. I'm back with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about a few things, and this will be the very last time I'm talking about someone else's sheet that I'm not willing to take. So at the very starting of the video I have a message for all the people who has too much problem regarding my contents or my concepts. Okay, so before I go to that, this is a message from ICT to them who are not understanding the fact, and after that I'm going to come back to my own video. Okay,
all this is occurring, by the way, in the 1150 to 1210 macro. Okay, it's a specific sweet period of time where the algorithm will start spooling, reaching for liquidity. You have to understand narrative. Okay, don't listen to these guys out there that have 1150 or 1210, or maybe my 1050 to 1110 macro times, and they're trying to show you that they're doing something. None of you know what you're talking about. If you're talking about macros, you have no idea what you're doing. Stop spreading misinformation. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to be rude. Okay, but you literally don't know what you're talking about. But this leg here, that's the A to B on that break.
okay. So that was the message from ICT regarding people who loves macro. Okay, so you saw what he has to say, and he clearly said stop spreading these informations because none of you know what macro actually means, and that's why I have nothing in my channel regarding macro. You heard the message about macro. Now let's hear the message about order block.
It's not, listen to me folks, it's not what these folks are taking from my videos and writing books on Amazon. Completely wrong. And there's a lot of things I'm going to keep from even my private mentorship group about order block theory until my books are released. Okay, and I've purposely held that back. Why is he holding back everything? It's because I have 4 books coming. One's a fiction, and 3 are technical.
So he said it's not completely wrong. Okay, he didn't say it's not like they are completely wrong about things like that. Okay, about order block or something. He said it's not completely wrong. Listen again what he had to say.
It's not, listen to me folks, it's not what these folks are taking from my videos and writing books on Amazon. Completely wrong. And there's a lot of things I'm going to keep.
You understand what he's saying? Okay, I leave it to the wise people in this channel. Okay, so that's the message about order block and the difference between order block message and the message about macro. Okay, so since the message is done, what I tried to teach you guys is exactly what I'm looking into and where I'm finding my most of the success. Here is few of my days on my 3 different accounts, how it looks like. Okay, so on my channel I have shown you a dealing range type 2, which is, in this case, this is a sell short model or sell model, but in the same video you will find me talking about the buy model as well. It's vice versa, of course. So when market is trending, you will look for the buy side liquidity to be taken. Another buy side, as you can see, I have marked over here like a older buy side liquidity along with this move. After that high, market will take the sell side. It will retrace to the OTZ. That's my part. Okay, this is my strategy. Dealing range is from the buy side to the sell side, and this is the range. If it can come to the range, this is where you start to look for your setups. But for my own purpose of making it for myself, the strategy I build is consist with OTZ. Every single strategy that I use is with OTZ. Why? Because OTZ is a way of entering into a market itself. Another thing is, when I'm aligning the OTZ with a fair value gap or order block, breaker block, whatever it is, that is working mostly like the best for me. Okay, the best for me. Why I'm saying this is because I'm implementing 2 strategies from ICT that works. Okay, that works for all the people, but since I'm using the OTZ and another confluence together, those strategies has a very few chance or less chance of getting wrong or going wrong. Okay, that's why I will show you my PNLs and focus on the win rates over there. Okay, anyway, so you see this dealing range, look at the market over here. I'm gonna mark from this area. Why I'm marking from this is because this is a new day opening. On this candle, on this specific candle, as you can see, it's starting at 4:45 p.m. on Thursday and it finishes at 5 p.m. So that's where the New York PM session on New York market closes. On this candle, there is a 1 hour gap. It starts from 6 p.m. and then it starts like it goes until the 4:45 candle on a 15-minute chart, or 5 p.m. until, if you're looking into a like 1 second or 1 minute chart, whatever it is. So 5 p.m. it closes. So the next closing is at the 5 p.m. from here. This is the start of Asia session or Tokyo session. Okay, even Sydney session as well. So anyway, from this high, look what market is doing. It's creating, I'm just marking the pivot point just to make the video short. Okay, so it's creating the trend. Along with this move, it took the sell side liquidity from here. If I'm not wrong, there is a 15 minutes fair value gap as well sitting right around this area. This is the one market actually came and took the liquidity from and came to until this far. Okay, so in this case, it's not necessary for this fair value to be tapped or something, because all I want to see, when the sell side liquidity is taken for the last time, I want to see market going higher and taking the buy side liquidity from today's opening, and along with that it can take buy side liquidities from this area as well. So now this is a swing high on the 15 minutes. Okay, if you don't agree with me, go to maybe 5 minutes or lower time frame, you will find it over there. Now it has taken the sell side here, it has taken the buy side here and here. This is from this low to the highest it reached. I'm not sure if this is the high or not, so let me check if the retracement is happening or not. Okay, so that's the highest I can see so far. Okay, so this is my dealing range, buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. Let me take off that line. So I'll just mark the BSL here and the SSL here for the dealing range. Okay, this buy side and sell side is my dealing range. Now what did I said about I look into the OTZs? Why I'm marking the OTZ like this way? Okay, when the market took the buy side liquidity, let's say you miscalculated your high over here, because it's a single candle's high you can see, but you missed that it's a new day opening. So it's the area where market actually opened for on the new day. Okay, you missed that concept. So what you can do is you can maybe look into this swing high as your area of interest or point of interest. Now when market took that liquidity, you didn't get any retracement until that high was formed, but let's calculate from here. Okay, let me move multiple candles. Did it reach to the OTZ or any fair value around this area? No. So we continue to look into the retracement levels. Now it went until this far. I'm extending the fib retracement channel, fib retracement levels. It reached until that far when it started to go for a possible pullback. Look what is aligning with my OTZ. This fair value, part of it, and this fair value, right, on the 15 minutes time frame. Now let's see if the pullback is happening or not. Okay, so it came until this far, didn't reach to my OTZ. So now let's see how far it went. This is how far it went. OTZ still is here, and now I'm looking for a possible pullback. So this is where OTZ was tapped, but it didn't reach to the point from where it can possibly reverse. Okay, so let's see if it comes lower or not. Okay, so it came lower around this area. So when it taps into the OTZ, you can drop down to the time frame you are trading. For me it's 1 minute. In 1 minute, what I can see is, when first time it came here, I was waiting for it to come to the point of interest, higher time frame point of interest. So it took this sell side liquidity, came here. I didn't receive a market structure shift. That's why I'm not willing to enter from this fair value gap. Where the market structure shift will happen? When market trades above this high, or I can consider this. So let's see what happened in the 1 minute. It again came. Now it traded above this and that, the both highs. Okay. So this is where I look into a trade. For what? Nothing but my buy side liquidity. I think it's inside of my OTG's channel. Let me remove it. So that's my buy side, right? If you remember correctly from the 15 minutes chart, I look into a trade for this buy side liquidity. So let's see what happened. You see the fair value gap tapped after the break of a structure or market structure shift, and look where the market went. Did you find your profit? Yes, I'm not targeting this high or this high because I know how the dealing range works. Okay, so that's one setup. And by the meantime, if you look into the 1 minute time frame, what's happening over here? Can you find it? Is it like the retracement on 15 minutes, which is only 2 candles or 3 candles, like these 3-4 candles in 1 minute? That's actually giving you another way of dealing range. And since it took the sell side, what it gonna take? The buy side. It took the buy side. This is Friday, right? You can see Friday. Let me bring up my Friday's PnL. I'm gonna show you just one of the account. Okay, like on the Friday, because other accounts, as I said earlier, on my Twitter, on my Facebook, on my YouTube as well. This is how much I made on Friday. Okay, $3,013 from one single account. This thing, or the whole thing that I'm drawing here on the 15 minutes level, does it align with this? On the opposite way, this is the sell short model, and I'm showing you the buy long model. That's the dealing range type 2. That's the information I'm using in terms of entering into a trade. Okay, so on Monday, no, before I go to that, let's talk about this. This is the video I have posted regarding silver bullet strategy step by step. What I said is, when you are anticipating this London session silver bullet, I only trade London session. Okay, I don't trade New York AM, I don't trade New York PM, because I don't need to trade that. Okay, I don't really need to trade that. Before even it is New York AM session, if I can make a shit ton of money, I don't need to wait what New York session is doing during the day. I can look into that the next day before I even consider trading. I can sit into the chart, I can do the analysis on the chart, and then I can wait for my silver bullet time to happen, or even sometimes I enter when the London session starts, because I'm a London session trader. I trade the London session only because I live in Australia. It's not possible for me to trade New York session. Okay, even the AM session in New York starts at 1 AM Australian time. So my time, it's at 1 AM. Every midnight it starts from Australia. So I cannot trade that. If I do that, I have to forget my other things, my life, my sleep, everything. Okay, I cannot do that. So that's why I only trade London session. I can trade it until 8 o'clock, 8:30, doesn't matter. On the New York time, I can trade it until that, but I don't want to trade that long, to be honest, because during the silver bullet or within the London kill zone session, I find my setup, I take the entry. If I'm getting the profit I'm expecting, I get the shit out of the market. Okay, as simple as that. That's why you will see me making profit almost every single day. I will come to that point. So what I'm saying here is, from the current price, wherever you are looking into the chart, you go through the video, you will understand. From the current price, where is the possible reversal point and what are the liquidities? For example, I have shown here the Asia buy side liquidity and relative equal buy sides with that. You see, like number 2, higher time frame above and below. Okay, higher time frame current price, higher time frame above and below, where it can possibly reverse from. Mark those. Mark the sell side and buy side of Asia and the relatives. What do I mean by relatives? Is relative equals or like very close to each other type liquidity. Now why I'm showing this to you is because on Monday, this is a 15 minutes chart. I'm just coming here. Okay, unfortunately, as I said, I'm not gonna upload more videos, maybe once in a while, and that's the reason. Unfortunately, I don't have recording, and I actually deleted all my previous recordings as well, but I have a few things I will show you guys, don't worry. Like whatever I have, I will show you. So this is the Asia's buy side, and before my silver bullet starts, which is this dotted line, as you can see, this is a custom indicator, like the indicator that comes from this guy here. Okay, this indicator, I am trying to customize it for myself. Okay, the custom one, it will show you all the starting of the silver bullet. As you can see, like 10 a.m. it gives me a line over here. 3 a.m. it gives me a line. 2 p.m. it gives me a line, at a red line at 4 p.m. because after 4 p.m. if I ever trade the New York session after 4 p.m., like when the 4 p.m. closes, I don't care where the market is heading, where the liquidity is, whatever I have, profit or loss, I will exit out of the market. That's why I kept the 4 p.m. as my red point. Okay, so I'm still building it. I will continue like upgrading the thing, and whatever I can, like the title bar is too long, I will make it short as silver bullet only. In the original indicator, which is this one, you will see there are so many options. Like here you can see like it has 14 to 12, all these things like GMT plus 14 to plus 12. I don't really need all of them. I just need 4 and 5 because regular time it will be -4, and during the daylight savings it will be -5. That's it. And 3:30, then there are a lot of other things over here that is like manually ticked. You see like the other one, the colors and the stuff. What I did is on my custom one, if you see, I have only 4 and 5. Okay, I have changed those. On the color, these are my default colors. Now lot of things I have changed and I'm still working on it, so it's not done yet. Maybe I will add a few other indicators together so that with one indicator I can mark whatever I want to mark. Okay, you see like this, there is no title over here except for this, because I want this 400 to 500, 1100 to 1200, things like that. Okay, I'm actually plotting a lot of things. I'm trying to plot a lot of things anyway. So yeah, this is my custom indicator. I'm still customizing it. So whatever you can see here is the starting of silver bullet, and the red line is 4 p.m. New York session. After 4 p.m. I don't want to be in the market anyway. So before the silver bullet, so let me just take up this one as well, the 15 minutes candle. Wherever the market is currently here, very close to take these liquidities. So from this area market can reverse too. I don't mind seeing that, but I'm anticipating this liquidity as my Asia's buy side and this liquidity as the possible target for the market before it reverses. And since this fair value is filled until that far and it's a huge area, if I go to 1 minute you will find it very disturbing. So I will just make the fair value until the unfilled amount. Okay, so this is the unfilled amount of the fair value, where market, if market reaches, that means it took this liquidity and from here it can possibly reverse. Okay, I'm just keeping it that way, simple. And in Asia, as you can see on the 15 minutes, although this is the sell side liquidity, but there is no swing high, swing low, nothing like that. So instead I'm marking this during the kill zone, the most obvious liquidity level, and below those levels I have two possible areas from where market can reverse. One fair value here, there is nothing below that, and another big fair value where market previously tapped into. Okay, so now let me go back to the 1 minute and let me explain exactly how I trade. Okay, because in my strategy you will see if the buy side is taken, you will consider targeting sell side. If you are getting your entry model or setup from a area of reversal. If it's not in the area of reversal, you wait. Okay, so you will find that in my video, you know where the 4 p.m. Like 3 a.m. will be, but currently market has already taken the Asia's buy side. It's trading here, okay, and what's the time now? It's 2:58. So within 2 minutes the silver bullet time starts. Now here is your 1 minute relative equal highs, and the other high is sitting right there. Market is very close to take that liquidity, then taking all this, okay. So I'm still considering that market will first go higher and then it will come lower. So this is where the silver bullet starts. Let's see what happened. Let me reduce it, and okay, so market has now came lower and created more liquidities on the lower side, but it's coming from a random place. There is nothing that can send the market lower, okay. I'm not believing that this is the high. Okay, let me remove this line. I'm not believing that this is the high that market should be retracing from, since the other liquidity levels are very close to each other. Just look at the liquidity levels, okay. 1 2 3 three levels of liquidity are very close to each other. This is very close regarding of what market is doing during these days. It went above, it created fair value here, it created volume imbalance above that. However, what I'm looking into is entering from a fair value, but since the volume imbalance is here, it didn't come to the fair value gap. So I'm still waiting to find a better option or model. Now I didn't consider entering from here, okay, because that's the liquidity I was thinking that market will take, and then it can possibly reverse. So since it didn't give me any entry here, I didn't consider entering from this fair value for 1 tick or 2 tick. It already has taken that liquidity, so I didn't consider anything. Now I let the market go. As long as I'm not getting my sell short set up, I'm not willing to take an entry, okay. So as you can see here, in this entire move, it created the only fair value over here, okay, and the high is still too clean. It's not like, it's a very small fair value. I hope you guys can see the fair value, okay, and it's on the lower end of the move, and this high is too clean. So I'm not trusting this move lower, and there are equal lows, and also market is trading into this fair value, you see. So I'm not trusting this move yet. I'm waiting. Waiting is the key, guys. If you even miss one of your entry, okay, you will find, like, if you know where the market is heading. So for me, I'm mostly looking into this, if not the low, okay. If not the low, I'm looking into all this equals, these equals, everything. So I'm not still willing to take a sell short until I find the displacement. This is not a displacement, okay. This is not displacement. This is very, like, very weak run towards the downside comparing to what it did towards the upside, okay. This is a very weak run. Look what happened here. Market took the liquidity and market gave you a break of a structure with displacement. It's a huge move towards the downside, like 4 candles in a row, and everyone has a pretty good size body and other stuff. So if I'm looking into a trade from this sort of area, I'm looking for the fair values. Now there is a small fair value with volume imbalance over here, there is a small fair value over here, and it's possibly creating one fair value. So why I said, if you miss your entry from the very beginning, and if you know where the market is going, you will still find your setup, okay. So let me just mark the sell side for once, because these are the 15 minutes area of interest or high time frame point of interest from where market can reverse. I don't care about this fair value or this fair value. I don't care about those. When I will care is when market is inside of that. I will care that if anything is common inside of that area in lower time frame as well or not. So since market is willing to respect the 15 like high time frame point of interest, inside of that high time frame of point of interest, I might look for this 1 minute fair value, or I might look for this 1 minute fair value if market comes lower than this area. So inside of this 15 minutes, I'm expecting market will come until this far inside of the 15. This is how I align things with higher time frame and lower time frame. However, you saw the sell side here. Let me make another sell side here, okay. So these are the two sell sides, and remember, I have nothing above these areas. In the 15 minutes there is nothing, okay. You see, like all the wicks, it's only wicks. So there is nothing to worry before the sell side has been taken. Even until this far there is no fair value. So there is one fair value here, but as I'm saying, like, this liquidity is in Asia sell side kill zone. Even if it reacts from here for a short time, I don't believe market gonna go higher from this area. But anyway, that's my belief. That's how I look into the chart. It has to happen. It's not like that. So let's see what market did. Now it didn't give me any entry around this area. Okay, it just continuously it's falling. So if I don't find an entry, I don't force the entry. Now it's going higher. So what I want to see is either market is coming to my OTZ, which is this fair value, to give me the entry. If it does not come there, I'm not willing to take any entry. I'm not willing to take entry from here or here. Okay, so it already took one liquidity, but it's a very small run towards the downside. So I believe market will eventually go even lower, but the sell short thing, okay, still if it comes here, I will consider an entry, but if not, I will not. I won't consider entry. Let me make it faster. Okay, so maybe I'm in a trade already, but let's see where the market is heading after hitting that. Okay, and also if you go to my channel and my video, what I said is I mostly target 1 to 2. That's what I target. Okay, like, even though the liquidity is clean, I take partial or close all the position at 1 to 2, and for this fair value, the stop loss does not need to be that high. As long as it covers your order blocks mean threshold, that will be that is good enough for your stop loss. Since there are a lot of other, what the hell, why there is so many things. Which one did? Okay, let me just remove the OTZ from the previous line and let me show you the mean threshold of the order block. So since this is the mean threshold of the order block and there is a small little fair value over there that can act as a breakaway gap, I can just put it here. Okay, so this is my stop loss, and 1 to 2 is where I'm gonna take the partial or maybe close my position. But if I don't close here, I take the partial, half or more, close here, and leave the rest for runner until the liquidity level. You saw the 1 to 2 is filled. That's the sell side liquidity that market has tapped into before, but with a very shallow or very small move. So it will come eventually lower than that. So let me just keep it here. I might have taken more partials at this level, I don't know. So let's see what market did. Yes, so market has taken that liquidity one more time. It retested or revisited those equal highs, and then eventually it maybe went to low or went to the high to the break even. Whatever it is, I'm in a profitable day. Came to the break even? No, I always, like, once I take partial, I move my stop loss no matter what. That's why sometimes I take 2-3 trades, because the low it has created here, it does not make any sense. Why it does not make any sense is because of the higher time frame point of interest. To retrace, it needs to come here in the higher time frame point of interest area, and then it can retrace. So when it first retraced from this area, let me actually take up the indicator because it's disturbing. So when it retraced from here, I'm pretty confident that this move is not a good move. Although it's 9:30, you are seeing already, so I'm not in the market by now. I might have exited out even before the higher run, maybe somewhat around this sort of move, when I'm seeing like market is respecting bullish fair values and giving you market structure shift, things like that. I might have exited my trade somewhere around this area, since it's already New York session. But New York silver bullet, what it did, can you see? Like, this is the AM 1004. It came to the higher time frame point of interest. Now it's going higher, but I don't believe that it should leave the lower liquidity as well. As you see, like, it took the liquidity, it came very close to that fair value as well. So this is just an assumption that market can, if market wants to go higher, it can come until this far of the fair value, not the top, not the 25 middle, until this far. So let's see what happened. Like I was not here, I'm not sure like what exactly market did after that during the New York session. Okay, so it went higher, whatever it is, but it came at least below the midpoint. So when I'm targeting this liquidity, I don't just target the liquidity, I target a possible area, which is the midpoint or the common area. Okay, so that's how I look into the liquidities. So that is Monday. Let me go to Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Now on Tuesday, where is the price? Here. It came until this far. Is there anything here that can send the market higher? This candle's wicks 50%. I'm not buying it. The only thing I can buy is this huge fair value. Okay. If it can reach here, then go higher, I will accept it. So let me check. You see, it came to there, that specific area. Okay. So here, let me give you this specific area. On my channel, I have showed you that dealing range, there are two types of dealing range. One is like this, the trending on. One is like this, the accumulation phase in a consolidation period. Now, I took two entries in Tuesday on all of my funded accounts. Okay, all of my funded accounts. I took the exact same entry. Unfortunately, I don't have the recording with me, but one of my younger brother who was actually trying to learn the move from me, I was teaching him something. I'll just mute it, and I was showing him that what exactly happened during that moment. And on his video, you see, like it's live over there on the Discord. Yeah, that's my personal. Don't ask me for a Discord. So on Tuesday, what I saw before the silver bullet starts is market is consolidating. Okay, ICT dealing range type 1. You see market consolidation, then the manipulation, or like accumulation, manipulation, then the distribution. Okay, so what happened during this moment is market was accumulating, market manipulated, market distributed, and now it's going for the higher, for the retracement. And since there is more consolidation, manipulation, I'll come. Okay, one by one. You see market is trading way below the Asia sell side, which can be this low, or you can mark the relative equals from this inside of the Asia skill zone. Where is the buy side liquidity? This is your clean buy side on the 1 minute, and in 15 minutes that's your buy side. When market was doing this before my silver bullet start, I took two entries. Number one is from the fair value above the high. Okay, from this area, maybe this candle gave me like around 25% level of the fair value. This is where I took the entry, and I considered this as my order block. Okay, okay, you can think whatever you want to think, I don't care, I will show you the proof. Okay, I considered this as my order block, not this one. Okay, this, there is a reason behind that. The reason is it's coming out of a fair value gap, it's trading lower, and it created another fair value inside of that order block. So I didn't consider that market can go higher until this far. I considered this as my order block. You can have arguments, that's up to you, I don't care. As long as I'm getting the profit, I'm making it, I'm looking into the chart this way. So I took one entry here, put one entry right here, a stop loss at these equals here. Okay, right here. This is before my silver bullet. First entry was filled with this candle, or maybe this candle, I cannot remember properly, but since I have the recording, I will show you. But what happened is, this is accumulation, buy side taken, manipulation done. Market gave me the entry exactly on that candle's high, the highest it reached. This is where I got my entry. Let me remove the silver bullet mark. It came until this far with the black candle's wick. okay, and that's my stop loss. Remember, this is my stop loss. It looks huge, but it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. If I like, no one knows if market will go until that far or not. I just had a pending order over there, like I took entry here, set the stop loss there, I kept my position, let it go in drawdown, but when it reached here, I had a pending order over here. It gave me the entry with this one, came lower, little consolidation, went higher, took the consolidation liquidity, and that has liquidity, it started going lower. Now from the order block level, I thought I will target until this far, okay, like around this far. Why I'm showing this line? You see this is the sell side liquidity of this area, okay. At the same time, when I saw into that specific wick of the candle, you see the reaction, so I considered taking my profit at this low, okay. Although I believe market will take this low as well, so let me put another mark over here and mark them as sell side liquidities. Why I'm marking two levels is because of the 50% of this week that previously market tapped. I considered that, I didn't take the profit there. I'll tell you why. This is the sell side liquidity, and that's the 15 minutes only fair value where market can possibly come and reverse from. So my entry was looking like this, and let me remove this one. Now when market came at this low, I closed my partial, half of my lots, but I had 4 lots and I had a different plan in my mind, which is like, for me on that specific day I had to made only $200 plus to request my withdrawal, and I had 4 lots altogether with my entry because I trade on 100k, 150k and 50k. So altogether I had 4 lots on my 100k account. I'm talking about my 100k mostly. When market came here, it gave me the entry, it gave me another here 4 lots, so average 2 lots, average came something around this 91 level, and from here until this far I got a pretty good amount of profit, okay. So from here, you remember where my stop loss is, and until this level, that's 3.59, okay. So since I didn't even wait until that far, okay, that's the honest opinion. I closed 2 partial here at this low, and when market was consolidating, I just exited out from my funded account, and this is before my silver bullet even started. I'm already in profit. It reached to the level I anticipated, it took the liquidity, it started going higher. I didn't wait for a market structure shift. I immediately put another order here. I put the order right around the 25% level of this fair value. Market just tapped here, started going higher. As you can see, it going higher like this. So what I did is, since I didn't get the entry, with this specific move, I was pretty confident, and after seeing like these candles, I was pretty confident that market is not coming here to give me the entry. So I executed when this candle closed and this week was coming lower. I executed in the market order. I executed my order here targeting this buy side. I exited, but I was pretty hopeful that market will go for the Asia's buy side as well, because there are so many relative equals over there. Whatever the profit I made is here, 30th January 1200. This is one account I'm showing, okay. I'll bring another one, don't worry. 31st January 600. This is the day I'm talking about, because this day I don't really want to trade for longer. And this is yesterday, which is 1st February. On this day I made 290 on my account, 239 on my account, but there is a thing, okay, there is a thing. I have requested my withdrawal right after 31st January, okay, and before the money reaches to my account, I don't want to trade on the same account. So I accidentally, since I have copy trade on, which is like when I enter into one account, it copies all the same trade to all my other funded account, because otherwise it's very hard to manage 3 funded accounts at a time. Okay, by going on by one, placing order, managing things, it's very hard. So I don't want to do that. Just because of that, I enter, like I copy trade the same thing in the same account. So with this one, I just made this much of money. Look at the win rates, guys. It's showing 5 trades. I don't think I have taken 5 trades. Average is 6 minutes 53 seconds. 100% win rate. How much I made? $1,225. 5 minutes 22 seconds to 28 seconds, something like that. 3 trades, the win rate 71.43%. 2 minutes, because I exited from the trade earlier. As I said, I mistakenly took entry on this account and I had a payout request, withdrawal request pending over there. So that's the reason I just exited out of the trade without even considering to hold until the buy side. It gave me a huge profit. I will show you the other accounts where I hold the trade, but this specific account I exited because of the payout request. What is the win rate over here? 100%. Since I exited, forget about it. Okay, now this is another PnL from my other account. Let me zoom in so that you guys can see properly. The 31st, 1728. Okay, the day I made around 600 over here. 31st, I made 1700 on my 150k account. Win rate 83%. Okay, this is the win rate, and this is how many trades it's showing, how long I hold. 4 minutes 11 seconds, 2 minutes 21, things like that. Okay, big candles hit my take profit, I'm happy. Big candles hit my stop loss, I'm happy. Things like that. Now that's 31st on my 150k. 1st February 27, which is yesterday, the trade I exited intentionally from my 100k account on my 150. Look at the drawdown, guys. This is the PnL low. The negative $92 is the lowest my account ever reached. Okay, and this is the PnL. Negative $338 is the lowest my account reached, and this is the PnL on my other. This is, as I'm saying, this is the last means last. Okay, no more proofs like this. No more proofs like this. And if you want proof that I have requested my withdrawal or not, I will give you that as well. When is the message happened? On February 11:05 AM. Congratulations on your Success Express funded account and taking payout. The profit have been removed from your Express funded account and we have begun processing your request. You saw that? I have the other message, how much I have requested. I don't want to disclose that. Okay, things needs to be personal. As I'm saying, this is the last time I'm actually doing this. So see that? That's it. So as I requested payout, I'm not willing to trade on that account. That's why I exited with only $200 profit, when the same day on my other account I made, this is 26 January. Okay, look at the time, how long I take, 5 minutes to 6 minutes maximum to get a profit. Now that's why with this trade I exited out. Why I exited out around this area, let me tell you that as well. Because when I'm making a day profitable above $200, this is $239. Okay, when I'm making a day above $200, that's a day they count as a profitable day, and with 5 days like that I can request another payout. I have more than, like, anyway, let's keep it simple. After the request I still have around 7,000 something in my account sitting. Okay, because I can only withdraw 50%. Now with this $200, if I even trade 4 more days with only 200 something as my profit target, I can withdraw another 50%, which will be more than $4,000. Okay, 4,000 US dollars, and that will, in Australian money, that will be more than 6,000-7,000 Australian dollar. So I can do that. Still I can do that. Okay, that's why I closed when it went to around 250 or something. I closed it on the market, like just pressed the cross button and exited out of this specific trade, because on this account I don't want to risk my withdrawal I want the money first in my account, then I can continue trading. It doesn't matter. I made the money on my other account, as I showed on the same bloody day. I made $2,709. So when I will be withdrawing request from my 150k account, anyway, that's, I'm keeping it to you guys. Okay, you guys continuously seeing this. I'm showing you. Yes, I don't have the recording. That's why, unfortunately, because I'm not willing to record anymore. I have bought pen papers. I'm writing everything in my pen and paper. Okay, the amount of pen and paper I have spent so far, from learning ICT to making videos on my channel to journaling my trades, you can't even find all those in one single store maybe. Okay, I'll maybe take a photo and share a few with you guys. Okay, and ask your mentor how much he has taken so far. Anyway, so that was 30th January, Tuesday. Let me go to Wednesday. So on 15 minutes, market took the liquidity that I was anticipating. It went with a huge wick, took the liquidity one more time. Now my silver bullet starts at 3 a.m. So this is the 3 a.m. I'm marking. I'm dropping down to 1 minute to see what market has done so far and what can be the possible thing. Now what I saw is, for this specific area, market took the liquidity. This will be the market structure shift for me. I don't care about this swing low or this swing low, because it's, for me, as I said, I want to see at least 2 candle on the left, 2 candle on the right. So this is not 2 candle, although this low is trading into a fair value. For some people, this is a market structure shift. Good luck to them, because as I said, I want to see at least 2 candles on the left, on the right, and none of them have 2 candles on the left or 2 candles on the right as the low, higher low, because this is the low. If you want to consider this, it has one higher low, but the next candle has a lower low, so this is invalid straight away. Same with this candle, one higher low and lower low, so this is invalid to me as well, even though it's trading inside of a fair value. Now that's, I have already talked in my swing high swing low videos why I look into 2 candles. That's my thing. ICT, even ICT looks into 1 candle, so if you want, you can look into 1 candle, but that's how I look. Okay, high has been taken, low failed to displace. On the other hand, it's not even silver bullet yet. On the other hand, I'm seeing this equal high over there, or these equal levels, and very clean buy side liquidity. When there is equal clean buy side liquidity, I don't trust the move like this way. Okay, and it failed to close below the level I was anticipating. So now I'm waiting for the market to give me a displacement. Okay, so this is where market, I went too far. This is where market went, took the liquidity, it created a single swing high, not like this one. Okay, let me remove the mark and you will see like exact equal over there. Okay, so it didn't create something like this over here. Now this low can be my market structure shift low. Why I'm saying this low is because this is the high that market took the liquidity from, along with that high. So instead of this waiting until this far, I can now look into a possible trade from this. Okay, and also I said I look into a body closing below, but as I'm saying, ICT, he doesn't want to see body closing below. He can mark the wick closing below as the market structure shift as well. So I'm not in a trade yet. Now the body closed below around this area with a fair value. I'm looking into a retracement to the OTZ, and if you consider the wick closing below, as you can see, it didn't retrace to the OTZ. Okay, like the retracement before, it didn't went to the OTZ, like the fair value above. Now it came until this far, so where is the OTZ? Still it's in that fair value. So if I consider entering into a trade, this is where I would consider entering into a short, if I can get, if market goes there and does not create another low. So this is where I would consider. And the fair value gap candle, the third candle high is here, that also covers the huge order blocks, min threshold, things like that. So this is the entry. where is the sell side? I can see some clean here at around 1 to 2 or something. So at this low, if this low is not taken before giving me the entry, this low is where I can possibly take some partial, and some other lows that I can mark here, if not the lowest, okay, if not where market was supposed to go. Okay, I didn't target until that far, that's the honest thing. Okay, and I might have messed up. Okay, so let's see what happens in the market. Okay, so it has taken that low. I went too far. Okay, I'm still inside of my silver bullet, and what I saw is market actually doing this. Okay, market actually doing this. It's respecting the fair value. It created this order block. Why I'm saying this is the order block, the whole 3 candle, this is the order block, is because when the order block happened, first thing is it's coming out of the previous order block, which is this huge move. It's coming out of that. Secondly, when the order block happened, it created a fair value. So that's the most important thing for becoming an order block or for being eligible for a order block. That's my personal thing. I don't know if ICT said this way or not, but this is how I figured out the order block. Okay, it created the order block, it created fair value, it's coming out from the previous order block. So this is the order block for me. Although ICT calls this as the propulsion block, I'm calling it order block just to keep things simple. Market traded into the order block. Let's see the extreme order block where market exactly traded. It didn't even reach to the min threshold, just a tick short than the min threshold. However, it has easily traded into the opening price of the order block, and now it's showing the rejection from there, or you can call this closing price as well, since it reached over there exactly on the body, like the highest portion of the body. That's where the price went, and then it's starting going lower. And look, in this move it created another fair value over here. Okay, this is another fair value. So these 2 candles are my order block. So now that I'm seeing this, I'm expecting market will come to this fair value, if not the order block's low. Okay, a stop loss at the high of the order block, or since there is this volume imbalance, that's why I'm showing the high, you can put it here as well. Okay, so this is where I'm keeping my stop loss. And let me remove the OTZ because it didn't go there. So now I'm looking into new structures. Target 1 to 2, look on the left, there is some volume imbalances around that area. So let's see what market does. I got my entry, I got my exit. And where did the market went? Let me remove the indicator for the last time, and let me remove the box. Where did it went? Okay, let's look at this line, the body of the entire order block or opening price. This is where it went. Similarly, what happened here? Open and close, it tapped into the open and close, came lower, that it went lower. This is now, you see this small green candle, this one, this is my order block. Agree, disagree, up to you. This is my order block. Why? It created a fair value. You see that wick, it went inside of that area, nearly the 50% level. Now it's coming lower. It created new fair value gap. Yes. So now this 3 is my order block. This is my order block. Let's see if market comes there or not. So it didn't come there, it went lower. So after this area, I'm not looking for another order block anymore until I find another setup. Okay, because these 2 candle also created a fair value gap, so this can be a possible order block. Nothing came to retest that area. There is no order fair value, there is nothing over here until it reached to that, all of those liquidities, market crashed like this. So yes, if I hold into a trade, sometimes I can gain more, but I don't really need that. So this was Wednesday. Thursday as well, I have made over $3,000. So okay, so this is Thursday. As you can see, it's saying over here. When I came back home, market was somewhat around this area or maybe the next candle. But before I go to that, let me mark the things first. You see this and this. What is this? This is your new day opening gap. Okay, in dog. Why this is your new day opening gap? You see this candle, it started at 4:45, finished at 5 p.m. That is the end of New York's Wednesday's trading. This is where the Asia session starts from 6 p.m. which is New York's 6 p.m. and my time in Australian time, it's around 7:30 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so this is the new day opening gap. As I showed you earlier in this video, that I mostly go this as my sell side liquidity. So that's my, like, not even this low, that low. If this can be taken, it's good, why not? But since it's inside the New York and the very close to the new day low, like where the low was created, so the opening is here. Okay, the opening is here. If you heard Kyle, if you know Kyle or JetCap, ICT's best student who has the highest ever payout history or request so far from prop firms. Okay, I'm there. I'm slowly going there. Okay, I will be the second highest or something. I don't know. There are a lot of other people trading before me, so I don't know. But anyway, keep me in your prayers. Okay, so this is the new day opening, started from here. That's the low it created. So this is my low sell side here. If market can dip lower, that's good. If not, I don't mind. But that's my one sell side along with the Asia sell side, which is here. Okay, since it's been taken, just to keep the chart clean, I'll remove it. It's been taken already. Now that's my buy side, and above that buy side I have this wick and this huge fair value. Okay, so why I'm saying this wick? Until that far, this is where the fair value gap starts. So until that high, market will go a tick above that high to rebalance the imbalance, if not more. Okay, if not more, at least a tick above that high. And this is a 15 minutes candles wick, so in 1 minute it will be a swing high as well. If you don't know what I'm saying, I will show you in 1 minute. So anyway, this is where I'm mostly looking into as my take profit targets. Okay, BSO, yeah. So this is the relative equals that I'm seeing this way. Why? In 1 minute, let's show you in 1 minute that area. You see, that's a very clean high which created the 15 minutes fair value. In 1 minute, this is a high. That's the high Asia has created. Now in 1 minute, do you find your relative equal highs over there? That's why I target the area where market can possibly go. Now I'm around this area. I'm seeing that this liquidity is very close, this sell side liquidity from where the current market is. I'm seeing there is another swing low sitting below that, but this is the new day opening gap that should act as a fair value gap as well. If market wants to respect that, it can. So let me reduce the speed. Let's see what market did. Okay, so market took the liquidity, market is going higher. I have nothing to mark as my market structure shift except for that high, because this is the low that I can see and the other low or previous low that market has taken, and the highest is there. If there was a swing high, I don't consider that as my swing high or that as my swing high. So that's the highest I can look, unless market can come lower one more time and take the liquidity and give me this. Okay, so liquidity grab, market structure shift, then a retracement towards the higher side. I'm waiting for a move like this. So how can I put it together? I can put it together like this way. Okay, I'm looking for something like this in the market, the 2022 YT model. Simple. Let's see what happened. Market gave me the liquidity grab and see where the body is closing above the new week opening gap low. Okay, inside the new week opening gap. Now I have found my London session started. This is the liquidity grab. I'm waiting for a market structure shift above these highs. Okay, this is how I look into the chart. It didn't give me, instead it created a equal high, so I can now look into that high. However, I can see it has already created a fair value that it did not retest. Okay, this is where market showed me the displacement, right? And when it's way up, it has disrespected 1, 2, 3 fair values, and even if this is a order block or propulsion block, which I don't think it is, but since it's a green candle, even that level as well. So let's see. Like, this is already an entry. If I'm entering from this fair value, I will target the 25% level. When I came into the market, I will show you exactly. You see this area, market is respecting multiple times. I entered from exactly on that area. Stop loss I kept below this low. Okay, it's a big stop loss. Still, it's only 14 ticks. So yeah, I'm happy to take that sort of a stop loss. This is the day you saw me making $2,700, and this is how I made it. Why? Because before coming to ICT or ICT concept, I was a support resistance trader, right? So I still look into the area as support resistance. I value the area as support resistance. You see, this area has multiple previous support resistance. Same thing is happening. It created equal. It took the equal from here. So I am willing to take the risk by entering here. If market wants to come to this fair value, which should act as a breakaway gap, if even it comes, it will not fill it up. I have still my stop loss below the new day opening gap slow and the fair value gap candle slow. That's where I put my stop loss. Targeting what? I know that these equals are the target. Yes, on the way I took partials. That's why I didn't made $5,000-6,000 that I could have made. But this is 1 to 2. It aligns with this level of liquidity. So I just targeted literally that far because I cannot see anything that can stop the market around this area rather than going here. So this is the first area where I targeted just because of this 1 minute fair value gap, nothing else. Okay, that liquidity, that 50% level, that's where I took my first partial exactly at that high. My stop loss I brought into not only break even, I put it into profit. Rest of the position I left runner until that high has been taken, until this 15 minutes fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. So why I'm saying this is because before coming ICT, I was support resistance trader, I was trend trader, things like that. When I came to ICT, it redefined my support resistance theory. I'm still willing to call it the same way. Okay, I'm still willing to call it the same way, but ICT told me or helped me to find out why and where exactly market can go, and then go to the direction you are anticipating if you're right about your strategy or your movement, things like that. Okay, that's why in my live stream, in lot of other videos, I said it's the same thing in a different manner. The different manner is it redefines where can it stop, where can it reach, what is it reaching for, things like that. Okay, in support resistance I was solely depending on my risk to reward, which was 1 to 2 or even lower sometimes. Okay, but when ICT came and my stop loss would be below this low and a few ticks, like whatever the ATR, average true range, is showing, like I'll show you ATR. You see the ATR indicator during this moment, what is the value? 4.64. So from this low I would put it like 16. I would go like 20, things like that, this way, and then target this as my partial with 1.64. That's why I said 2 or less. Okay, this is how I used to trade before. So even though market comes here, it needs to go that far to stops me out on the other pattern that I was following. Anyway, forget about that. This is where my stop loss was. I entered from that area, even though I had a doubt in mind that if it wants to take this low or not. Okay, if it wants to take this low, because why I'm doing this is because this exact same area had a huge resistance, and if you know my BPR, this is the BPR, okay, the balanced price range. So below that area, market has, the range is balanced. As simple as this. BPR, maybe it's not the proper definition since I didn't talk about it much, but look at the common area, the bearish that previously market respected, the bullish that now market is respecting and reaching for. Every time it's coming inside of the fair value, it's coming to that area. That's why I put my entry from that specific level that previously acted as a resistance. When market went through that area, it's now acting as a support. So I had a confidence and a doubt as well that if market wants to go and trade below this equals or not. So if it goes there, I would either see the drawdown or I would consider adding a trade below my first entry so that the average dollar cost average can come lower. Okay, but with other confluences, like when market, let's say it came here, it traded this, kept the portion open, it went higher, it created new fair value, respecting that fair value, I would enter from here, not from this. Okay, if when it respects that, goes higher, creates new fair value, I would add from this one, so that my first entry and second entry from this fair value, if it does that from this fair value, can dollar cost me, and when it goes above my first entry, like around this level, when it goes above that, I consider taking off some positions just to keep the risk limit lower. Okay, why I close above that area is because on trading view or on trade of it or top step, wherever you took your first entry, if you even add more positions lower than that and your dollar cost average is showing something like here, if you see your profit, you are in profit when market is around this area below the first entry level. If you close partial, if not the full amount, if you close partial, you will see you still have some negative balance. The reason behind that is whatever the lots you have taken here, if you close below that area the same amount of lot or less than that, it first gives you the PnL or profit loss, whatever it is, for this entry. Let's say you have taken 2 lots here, you closed 1 lot around this area when your price went above your average price, it will still give you the loss from this entry to wherever you closed. So let's say it's 79, this is 77, you closed some partial at 77. If you do that, so this is $2 or 2 ticks, so 2 ticks means $40. So if you close 1 lot, you will see your account balance is minus 40, 45, something like that, including the commission. If you close more like 1 lot, you will see $20 or $25, things like that, including commission. You will see loss. So you must have to wait until it goes above your first entry point so that it doesn't give you loss, and once you close it, your average position will go even lower. Okay, like if this is your average entry position, once you close the partial above this level, you will see your average is going even lower. Since you took the entry from here, it will go even lower. Look at your trading view or look at what you are using in terms of entering. So yeah, so this is where I entered, targeting 1 to 2 as my first partial, this clean liquidity and that bearish fair value gap, the first fair value that previously market respected, the 50% level, that's my first partial, and the rest I opened here. That is where I got my $2,700 profit. And as you can see, market came, tagged me in, and it's all like this is where I got my tagged I got my first partial taken here, a stop loss at break even I might have put it somewhat around like this candle slow or this slow, something like that. I cannot remember exactly where I put it, but I put it in a little bit of profit to cover the commissions, and eventually market came to this fair value and went until that far. Okay, it even went higher later on, but as long as I'm getting this, I'm happy. So this was my total Thursday trade that you saw. I made over $2,700 and by taking partials at this level. Okay, so this was the trade. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. If you don't like me, unfollow me, unsubscribe me. I don't mind seeing that, but I don't mind at all. Okay, I don't mind at all. But don't try to prove me wrong with some out of context thing, and don't take just little bit of the context and try to prove me wrong. Rather than doing that, if you have anything to offer to the community, do that. Okay, if you can help the people, do that. You didn't even earn that money. The amount of money I have donated so far in my life. I'm not gonna say the amount, I'm not gonna show anything, because in my religion your donation should be as secret as when you are donating with your right hand, your left hand don't understand that you are giving something to someone. So this is how secret it should be, and that's why I never talk about this. Whatever I do it silently. But I wanted to build a community with good heart, kind hearted people. That's why I was making the videos. Okay, so anyway, good luck to everyone, whoever is looking for trades, and whoever is currently trading. Good luck to all of you, and until next time, I don't know when the next time will be, but until next time, take a very good care, and bye bye.